Ladies and gentlemen, next up, making his way to the cage, Akhil Agarwal.
Akhil Agarwal, well, he kills because he's hungry. Arjun, really happy to say, और बहुत खुशी होती है बोलते वक्त कि अखिल अग्रवाल भी एक MFN कंटेंडर्स के स्नातक हैं. इन्होंने 2022 में MFN कंटेंडर्स में अपने डिवीजन को सबको पछाड़ के MFN कॉन्ट्रैक्ट जीता था. 34 साल की उम्र के हैं और आज ये यहाँ अपना प्रो डेब्यू करने वाले हैं. बहुत ही खुशी से कह सकता हूँ कि ये नागपुर से पहले MMA फाइटर हैं जो इतने बड़े मंच पे आए हैं और आज जब ये यहाँ फाइट करेंगे, इनका परिवार, इनका बेटा ऑडियंस में बैठे हुए हैं and his son is cheering his dad today here at MFN 15.
I mean, Akhil Agarwal, I saw tape on him from Bidang Fighting Championships and he showed some good hands. He showed some good skills. He's still making his way up. But what he needs to do first and foremost is a heavy striker. Those middleweights pack a lot of power. Step in, don't let him.
He can fight.
Clearly, man, I can't wait to see him go into action.
So fighting के अलावा अखिल अग्रवाल का इंटीरियर्स का बिजनेस है जहाँ पे ये इंटीरियर्स सप्लाई करते हैं बिल्डर्स को.
Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, Damlong.
His teammates also call him the Big D. Daniel Damlong is here.
Did you say the Big D?
I said the Big D. He comes in from Shillong and he's a Khasi. So he's the biggest Khasi that I've ever seen.
Yeah. But today, as we saw him in the locker room before the fight, he's looking like a different animal. He's massive, he's young, and he knows how to fight. I've seen his tape from previous organizations, the way he's fought. He's got great hands, he's got crisp combinations, and more importantly, he's got variation in his attacks across the globe. That is what I mean, that they are the only other women in the world to do it, and that is an honor within itself.
Well, getting back to Daniel Damlong, he's also a graduate from MFN Contenders 2022. Flaunts a 2-0. He's never been defeated. He's had all finishes, and he's the second fighter from Shillong to come and perform at MFN stage.
For the final introductions, let's go to Jared Kyle inside.
Ladies and gentlemen, first we introduce the blue corner. His weight, 83.7 kilograms. Representing Maharashtra, give it up for the destroyer, Akhil Agarwal. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. His weight, 83.1 kilograms. Fighting out of Meghalaya. Make some noise for the dream, Daniel Damlong. Ladies and gentlemen, as the action begins, the referee for the fight, Mark Goddard.
Okay, guys, you understand the rules. Please intimate all times. Keep yourself protected. If I say stop, you stop. Touch gloves. God bless.
चलिए चलते हैं आज की चौथी फाइट की ओर और देखते हैं किस प्रकार से की जाती है दोनों ही फाइटर्स की तुलना. ये है मिडलवेट बाउट जहां पे ब्लू कॉर्नर में है 34 वर्षीय अखिल अग्रवाल और इनके सामने है 24 वर्षीय डैनियल डैमलोंग. 2 सेंटीमीटर की हाइट एडवांटेज यहाँ पे अखिल को. दोनों का वेट एकदम सेम और दोनों का ही स्टाइल और शैली है MMA.
I mean, both these fighters. Daniel Damlong comes in with a fantastic record, 20-0, and he's making his way to the big stage. And the way he moves, Jason, this kid already has an air of maturity about him. The way he fights is so strategic. He's got a technical style, whereas you can see Akhil Agarwal is a bit of a wild man. He's going to swing for the fences.
Whoa, he's connecting. He is connecting right onto Daniel's chin. Damlong
lands a nice straight left. Thing to notice is Damlong is switching stances between southpaw and orthodox, which varies your attack.
Oh! These guys are here for a quick finish. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Matrix Fight Night 15. This is bout number 4.
Damlong in the green trunks and Akhil in the white trunks. Man, this is going to be a slugfest. I don't see a lot of technical striking here tonight.
Well, we'll get to see a lot of striking.
Body
Oh!
lock, bang, straight to the ground.
Great takedown by Damlong.
But Damlong doesn't have control here in this position. Akhil looking to just turn into him.
Akhil's going to turn. If he can turn into him and get out of this position, which is great, it's exactly what he's doing, back on his feet.
Damlong steps up again. I think he's bleeding from his nose as some of those shots from
Whoa.
Akhil, those wild shots have busted him up.
Akhil's wild punches have definitely played off for his advantage. He's hurt Damlong, but if Damlong can get his composure, get the fight on the ground like he's doing now, get control back of the fight, he will dominate this fight against Akhil's wild style.
He's got to watch out for those knees from this position. Knees to the body are allowed, but knees to a downed opponent.
Let
on
go
the
of the
head.
fence. Let
He's
go
holding
of the fence.
Referee Mark Goddard admonishes Akhil. And you know what this is going to do? It's going to take the energy out of Akhil. He's going to get tired from all these slams.
This is in favor of Daniel because he's fighting in his corner. And we've got his coach, giving in a lot of
I think
instructions.
Akhil-
Oh, man.
Akhil had a huge dump of testosterone or endorphins in the beginning.
Adrenaline, I think.
Two shots, but
Here we
Damlong
go.
got
Choke,
good
choke.
position,
Rear naked
controlling
choke.
the fight. He's got the top position here. He's got the back.
Because
Has he got a good choke on the neck?
I think I saw he's looking for the palm to palm. He's let go of it right now. He's got his
got
right
his
hand
left hand
underneath the
stuck.
neck. He's got his right hand underneath the neck. If he could get a better angle to see from where,
Well,
if he's,
Akhil's flattened out. He needs to get back on to his knees. He can't stay flattened out like that.
Oh, I think
and
he's
he
got
needs to
it.
do some kind of defense with his hands. He's
got-
not really defending the choke at all from this position. Oh, well.
now Damlong doing a good job of holding that back mount, and he could look to land some strikes here and open him up and pepper him a little bit and drop those hands and flatten him out.
Yeah, there's still a lot of time remaining in this round. Akhil may have lost a lot of energy.
Yeah, this fight, I doubt this fight is going into
Well,
a second
this is
round.
not going to the distance for sure.
If we can get Akhil back into a dominant position, we may have a chance for this fight to go his way. But right now, Damlong is doing a very good
It's
job.
going to
The
be over
question
now.
is-
It's going to be over now, anytime now, because Damlong is landing strike after
Well,
strike,
that's
and Akhil,
it.
and he's done it. Simple performance after that barrage of shots. He weathered the storm, took his opponent down, and got the victory.
Yeah, Akhil started off with a great strikes to the face, some wild punches, hurt his opponent, but then Damlong came it back, took position, kept the back control, and just wouldn't give up with the ground and pound. Great stop by the referee. Well done.
I mean, Mark Goddard gave him all the chances that he could. But the minute he saw that he wasn't defending himself, he had, I think he had approximately 10 punches that went unanswered, and that was all she wrote. Damlong has managed to pull off a fantastic victory and weather the early storm round.
What a crazy fight, man. That's what I like about the middleweights, light heavyweights, and the heavier divisions, the big boys. They always go in for the finish. Unlike the flyweights who'll battle it out, struggle it until the last round.
No, I love the flyweights, man.
I
They're the
love
best.
the heavyweights. I'm a heavyweight too.
Of course, man. Look at me. Look, we're heavyweights. We're all heavyweights and we love the heavyweight division, but Daniel Damlong put on a very good shot. He had a bit of defensive issues initially. I don't think he realized how much power Akhil was packing and may have walked into those punches thinking that he might be able to handle it. But he immediately, the minute he realized that Akhil was the aggressor, took it to the ground.
That's the action replay. A lot of testosterone dump here, as Jason said, by Akhil, but doesn't play in his favor. We've got Daniel Damlong as the winner of this round via TKO.
Great fight. You can see the amount of strikes landed. Akhil landed the more powerful, significant strikes, but Daniel landed those 47 total strikes on the ground. Primarily, none of those strikes were landed on the feet. But eventually, the fighter that wins is Daniel Damlong. For the final decision, let's go to Jared Kyle inside the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, ref Mark Goddard called a stop to the fight after 3 minutes and 18 seconds of round one. For your winner by TKO, the Dream, Daniel Damlong.
Fantastic victory for Daniel Damlong. And that was a fun fight, but we're going to have to move on now to the bantamweight division where Praveen Bug takes on Genius Laishram, and that's coming up next. Lots more action happening at